Hi, this is Tim Van Wert, the host of the AV Life, and you are watching and listening to us, or just me right now, actually, as I am sitting here, as I always am in my basement. The crew is off this week for the start of April, so welcome to April, welcome to spring. With everything that's happening this week, with all the different holidays that are coming around, we just figured, you know what? It's a good time to give everybody some time off to kind of give us a week to regroup, come up and get ready for the stretch before summer starts. So welcome to spring. We are now here. The weather's getting better. My son has started t-ball, which has been super exciting for me as a dad, and being able to be outside and teach him about catching and throwing and hitting and all those classic things that a dad gets to do. Um, it's it's definitely something to really appreciate, and definitely in these days that we've had over the course of the last year, you learn to appreciate things more and more. Um, so instead of me doing a write up for the start, since there's the new edition of the higheredav.com website, I have recorded this episode as just kind of like a intro to how this month is going to shape up, and how we are going to be proceeding, in the short term. And yeah, so yeah, like I said before, like my son started t-ball, and I am so happy that spring is here. It's something about the warmer weather, and I do say we're fortunate here in New Jersey that we had some big snow, but for the most part, it was a pretty decent winter. But I guess because my birthday is here in April, which I won't be on the show next week, just for anybody who's interested to know. But the crew will be running and recording and uh, going ahead without me, because it'll be my birthday next week, so I'm going to take the week off myself. Um, and so I guess as a spring baby, I've always kind of been, this is my time of year. Like, it's not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, we could still get snow in April here in New Jersey, but this is a great time of year, and we get baseball, and that's been the one thing that I've always had since I was real little. My dad and he raised me as a New York Yankees fan, and that's what I am still to this day. Agree with me or not, but that's been my team since I was a kid. Seeing Don Mattingly out there at first base, keeping things in line, and some good times at the stadium, at the old stadium, and at the new stadium. Um, and really just kind of experiencing that. And I think for a lot of people across the nation, that's been the one of the most common things for hundreds of maybe hundreds of years, I guess you could say, over 100. Um, uh, and they even mention it in Field of Dreams that this has been the one constant. With the nation has always we've been through a lot, and baseball has been the one constant. And it's probably that whole scene at the end with James Earl Jones giving that monologue about baseball in Field of Dreams is probably one of my favorite of all time in any movie at any genre. And for those who know, and how much I love Star Wars and sci-fi and musicals and all that, that's the one thing that really has always stuck with me. So there's something about the normality of having baseball. And I know we had baseball last year, and we had some semblance of baseball last year, and but this year, with fans coming back and the vaccines rolling out more and people being safe, and I think there is something to that. Getting to the ballpark, getting your dirty water dog, and hearing the vendors going around and calling for food and drinks, and they're and sitting out in the sun on a beautiful summer day watching baseball is really something. um but I don't want to get too much into that. Uh, and it was funny, totally going on a separate topic here. As I was prepping my notes as I was sitting here, I had this like epiphany moment, and it's that when I was younger, one of the things I had wanted to do, and I kind of, not that I changed my mind against it, but it was one of those when I was younger. I always wanted to be a DJ. I love music, absolutely love music, and I love playing music for people. And I was like, oh yeah, I could be a DJ. I could be on like if I maybe be on the radio, or maybe I go around, with my own speaker set and go do that for people. Um, and then that would be how I'd bring music to people, is that way. And I changed, course of direction and things like that. But now I'm sitting here with my microphone, with my headphones on, my Sennheiser headphones, and I am essentially a DJ. They just call it podcasting instead. I'm a on-air personality or digital personality now. And it didn't dawn on me until just as I was starting this, that's what I've become. So it's actually it was one of those smiling moments, and and one of those like, hey, yeah, it's like, actually, I'm kind of doing that now. So so that was kind of cool. So um but yeah, just wanted to share that little bit of a tidbit. So it's never too late. I'm gonna be 41 next week, and now I'm still doing something I thought about when I was 10. When I was 10 years old. Um so really, it's, as they always say, it's never too late. So one of the themes for this upcoming month for higheredav.com is emerging tech for the month of April. So um, this whole month, we are going to be focusing on that. We're going to be bringing people in. We're going to be talking about what's coming up, the hot items that might be coming up for us in AV, or in general technology, depending on who we have in. Um, for instance, we're bringing Sennheiser in, some representatives from there, a little later this month, and they're going to talk about some of their things. We're going to have some special guests all month long, some returning people, which I know a lot of people enjoy hearing from our return guests. We'll have some new voices out here as well, and the crew will be here with me as well. Um, and we'll have the firing range. Uh, Too bad I don't have Kim or anyone here to do the pew pew, because I could do it, but it doesn't. I just don't do it justice, so I won't even try. Um, and Murphy will be here with her PM minute. We will make sure we get all that out to you as well. And I leave it open to you, our listeners, as well. If you're interested in joining us, drop us a DM on Twitter, at the AV Life Pod. I'm always open to listen to possibilities of having people come in and join us. We're a fun batch, and that because you've been listening to the show. So I don't want to leave anybody out, or if you've never been on a podcast or never been in something like this before, that's fine. Come and join us. See what it's like. It's as I've seen more and more people are getting into it, and more podcasts are coming out there. You know what? Come and take a listen. Come and get involved and see what happens. See what's actually happening in those chats on the back end, which obviously I'm not doing today because I'm sitting here by myself. So, yeah. So reach out, see what's going on. We can get you in, um, and look for us on Twitter with with everything we've got going on. Um, Go to higheredav.com, take a look at all the stuff we have there, visit our sponsors, take a look and see what they have to offer. And if you're interested, reach out, and then we could get you sponsors and get you everything you need for that. So we're really excited for what April has to bring for us. And we're really excited for, as things are getting more normal and things are getting to a point where we can really uh, get back to a regular world that we had. So To everyone out there, be safe, be healthy. If you so choose, go get your vaccination if you're able to. If your state is letting you do it, my recommendation is to go get it. If you don't want to, that's fine. But go get vaccinated, stay healthy, wear a mask, um, you know, be healthy. And I think I said that a couple times, so I apologize for that. And now I'm rambling. So until our next adventure.